What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of FBOMB. Today I'm going to be doing my 3-month review on my 2021 Harley-Davidson Street Bob. I just gave her a bath, so she's pretty much clean, all detailed up. So I've owned this bike for about 3 months now, and honestly, still one of the best bikes I've ever owned. It's super aggressive. It's very responsive, or it responds well to the throttle. I mean, once you turn that throttle, it's gonna go. What I have noticed, that the throttle tube has gotten a little bit worn. This is not like your typical throttle tube that you have on most bikes. The throttle mechanism is actually at the very end, and the throttle tube actually connects to the end. So I do have a new throttle tube coming. But as far as the ride goes, I just passed my 1,000 miles. I did my primary, my engine oil, and my transmission oil. I didn't go through Harley to get this done. Now, the only reason why I didn't go through Harley, they're trying to charge me $500 to tell me that my bike is still brand new. I'm not gonna do that. I'm comfortable looking at the bike and seeing what has happened to it, what hasn't happened to it, and how it's still running. So I'm not gonna pay someone $500 to tell me my bike is still brand new. I did the whole service myself. The bike is, like I said, still running great. I'm able to give it a little bit more throttle. Now that I'm past my 1,000 miles, the engine is starting to break in. I did notice that once I did do the 1,000 mile oil change, that I wouldn't say it's an increase of power, but it's an increase on response time as far as shifting the gears. The gears seem to be a little bit more in depth, or when you want it to go, it's going to go into the gear quicker. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but as far as anything else that I've noticed, it's still a really good bike. No complaints. I've gotten it up to about 105 so far in 6th gear, and this thing it's still very quick. There is some upgrades that you can still do to get a little bit more horsepower out of it. I'm going to be doing a 2-in-1 exhaust and possibly a new intake, so I might be doing a whole level 1. But oh, and one thing, I'm not sure if your guys' Harley dealership does this, but mine said I could use any exhaust I want, but I have to get it tuned through Harley. So I have to buy their tuner and get it tuned through Harley, but it's not going to waive the warranty. So I'm not sure if that means I'm not going to get that much power out of it. If I go through a different tuner and go through a different company to get it tuned, I might get more power out of it, but I'm going to waive the warranty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Most likely I'm going to stick with the warranty, because if this bike goes down or anything happens to it, I'm getting a brand new bike, or it's getting repaired for free. So why fix something that's not broken? So I mean, we'll see how the Harley tuner does. I'm sure I'm going to do a review video on that, and I'll try to find another Street Bob that is tuned not through Harley, and I'll see what the difference is between those. But for the first 1,000 miles, I was keeping it at about 4,000 RPMs. So at 6th gear, top speed I was comfortable doing was about 94, 95 miles an hour. But like I said, I have been pushing it. When you are doing the 1,000 miles, the first 1,000 miles, you do want to go through all the gears. Now, I've read some people asking, do I just keep it in 5th gear just to be safe? No, you want to run it through all the gears. You want all the gears to get worn in. And that's what I did. I went from 1st to 6th on the freeway. And sometimes if I was even going slow, I'd go 1st to 6th and then back down to the gear I was supposed to be in, just because I want the engine to feel comfortable going through 6th once it's all broken in and worn in. But yeah, no complaints. What else I might be doing to it, what I have noticed is that I want it to handle a little bit better. The tires on there, they're the Dunlop 401s. They're great tires. I eventually want to go to Commanders. Eventually, once these tires go out, I'm probably going to go with Commanders because they have a little bit better traction. And they handle a little bit more weight too. But what else I'm going to do to improve handling, hopefully, I'm going to be getting a different shock in the rear, and it's going to raise the rear end up a little bit. That's going to help with going through twisty corners and twisty roads and all that. Now, as far as the handlebars go, I do want to clarify the stock handlebars that come on there, they're 10-inch handlebars. But you have to remember that the riser that comes right here is a 2-inch riser. So realistically, it's a 12-inch handlebar that comes stock. You can get 12 inches T-bars or 8s and not have to extend the cables. Any bigger than that, you're probably going to have to extend the cables. But no doubt you can definitely do a 12-inch handlebar with the stock cables, no problem at all. A lot of people were asking about that on certain forums I was going on, and I answered a couple of them. But I'm here to clarify with you guys, you can go with a 12-inch riser or 12-inch bar and be perfectly fine. Don't have to change out anything, because extending those cables can get pretty pricey. Other things I'm thinking, that's about it for now. I mean, I might be redoing the paint just because I'm seeing a lot of these out there right now. These bikes are really a hot buy, and I'm seeing the same paint theme around town a lot, and I like to be a little bit different, so I might be going with a different paint theme. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that or not. I might just go over it and make it all white. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Another thing that I'm going to be looking into doing, I'm going to be getting a license plate bracket right here. So instead of license plate down and low, it's going to go right here, and it's going to eliminate the brake lights and turning signals, and it's all built in. That's from a local guy out here in Fresno that makes them. I'm not sure if he sells them online. If they do, I'll get the link and I'll put it in the description below. But other than that, bike is running great. Bike is great. I love this bike. I'm not planning on getting rid of it anytime soon. In fact, I'm looking to do some modifications, like I said before. Yeah, the only difference between this one and the 22 that came out, the 22 has those mag rims, which I'm not really a fan of mag rims. I mean, yeah, they're easier to clean, but I think the spokes are just a little bit more aggressive looking, and gives it that classic look that Harley should have. I don't really care for mag rims. Mag rims is more of a new school thing. I'm still a little bit more old school in my ways. But I have clubbed out my bike, and I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. My favorite view of the bike, like when I'm taking pictures or something, I like that view. I like the rear end. This chick's got a lot of ass, but she does need a butt lift, because I'm going to raise that up. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment down below. You already know. I'm open to answer any questions you guys might have. I hope this 3-month review was helpful for you guys. If you're looking into buying one of these bikes, take what I'm saying and think about it. Think about everything I'm saying, all the parts that you can do, all the parts that you can't do right off the bat. But yeah, till next time, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Again, comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Don't forget to hit that like button. Do me a favor and share the video. Come on, just share the video. Till next time, I want to thank you guys for joining me on another episode of FBOMB. Peace.